this is a body weight booty workout, kind of Pilates inspired. All you need is yourself and your mat, no equipment or anything. So I wrote a bunch of exercises down here that I want to do, and we're going to go through them, and we're going to try to do at least 10 reps of each one, and then repeat the exercise and do some like pulse movements. So I'll show you what that looks like. So we're gonna go and onto our hands and knees first, and we're just gonna go straight into donkey kicks. So you know the drill. We put our hands underneath our elbows, underneath our shoulders, and we're gonna start with our right leg, and we're just gonna pulse our leg up, just like this, keeping our belly button drawing to our spine. You can look down in between your hands at the mat, just like this. And I already forgot to count. Let's do one more. It's just a warm up. And then we're gonna go ahead and switch sides. So 1, 2, this is the full range of motion here. Just warming up our glutes. Let's do 2 more. And if you need to wiggle side to side, you know, warm up your hips, that's totally fine. And we're gonna go ahead and do 10 more on this side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you really wanna squeeze out of that glute. And we're gonna go switch right into the other side. So just really warming up our whole glute muscles here on both sides. Maybe a couple more. Full range of motion. Good. Okay. You can send it back. You can it's a little bit of a rest as we warm them up. And now we're going to go into some pulses. So we're going to go back up into all fours. And instead of doing a full range of motion here, we're going to just give it a little pulse at the top. Just like this. So you can count it with me. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really squeezing at the top. Come back down, and we're going to go straight into the other side. So bringing it up at the top, keeping it elevated, keeping your foot elevated. And we're just going to go right in like this. Yes, feeling so strong. I had such a great workout the other day for my biceps, and my arms are so sore. Okay, we're gonna take more pulses. Just like this. I kind of regret doing this without a timer, but that's okay. Let's do a few more. Come back down. So just to really warm up. You should like start to feel the burn. Okay, come back down. So that was our donkey kicks and our donkey kick pulses. We're gonna go into fire hydrants. So we're gonna be in the same position. You know the drill. And we're just gonna open up to the side here. So the goal is to set our booty on fire and maintain our stability throughout the whole thing here. Let's do a couple more. Just like that. And we're gonna take to the other side like this. 3, 4, squeezing laterally. 6, 7, 8, 2 more. And we're gonna take a rest, stretch them out, let them breathe, and come back up. And we're gonna do the same thing again. So 4, 5, 6. Try to take 10 on either side if we can. And then going straight into the other side. And just feeling the burn. So our heart rate isn't up too much, but we're feeling the burn. We're gonna keep our same position, and when we lift up here, we're just gonna keep it here. And I just want you to give me a little pulse here. So see if you can like hold it at the top and keep that tension on your booty cheek. One more, down, and we're going straight to the other side. So you want to hold it all the way up the top. See how high up you can hold it. Push out of your wrists. Give me 3, 2, 1, and come back down. So we're going to extend our leg out straight and do 10 here, so you can keep your toes pointed if you want to. 5, 6, keep your belly button drawing in. And we're going to go straight into the other side, just like this, extending out behind us. 3, 4, 5, pushing out of the mat. 8, 9, 10. And coming back down, stretching them out, and breathing, and coming back up. So we're going to go right into that movement again. Trying to give ourselves 10 reps on this side. Taking it at your own pace though, wherever you feel comfortable. And then going straight into the other side. Just like this. Squeezing the glute muscle until you get nice and strong. One more. And rest. And we're going to take that into little baby pulses now. So we're going to go up, and we're just going to pulse just like this. Feeling the upper part of the glute really catching on fire, really burning. And down, and then back. Switching right into the other side, doing those little pulses with straight leg kickbacks. Sit back, breathe, and then we're going to go straight into circles. So I'm going to come up and circle just like this. Taking it in one direction for 10 times. 9, 10, I don't know, we're counting. And then keep that same leg up and reverse directions. 3, 4, 5, keep going, drawing a circle behind you. If you have a whiteboard behind you. And immediately switch legs. So taking whichever direction you want first, drawing circles behind you with that leg, squeezing out of the glute. 6, 7, pushing out of the mat, and we're going to keep that leg up, and we're going to take our circles in the opposite direction, like this, and breathing, squeezing, contracting those glute muscles. Last one, you can set it back, and let's go ahead and do that one more time. So there's no pulse movement here, but we are keeping our leg up. Same leg going 2 directions without a break in between. 5 circles, 6 circles, keep going. And reverse directions, just like this, drawing behind you, pointing your toes, squeezing your booty. Breathing and smiling. And we're going to come back in, and we're going to go straight into the other leg now. So drawing circles with that leg. Just like this. 5, 6, 7. You can make these circles big or small. And keeping the leg up, switching directions. This is our last circle on this leg. Keeping your spine nice and straight. And coming back down. So we're going back onto our all fours. It's okay if your wrists need a break here, if you need to take a pause. You can come down here and do your rainbows down here if you want to. I'm gonna stay up here And we are just going to draw arches, just like this. So like big half circles. And you can just tap lightly on either side, keeping your belly button drawn in towards your spine. Keep going, nice and stable in your core. And no clue what count we're on, so we're gonna do a couple more. Just like this. And coming up, we are gonna take it into the other side. Okay. You can shake it out. And let's send that leg back. And we're gonna tap on either side, just like this. And this is where you're really gonna start to feel the burn, not just in the leg that's moving, but in the leg that you are kneeling on, because those glute muscles in the stabilizing leg have to work to hold you in place as well. So that is how you know you're getting a full good glute workout. Keep breathing. Let's do a couple more. And now we're going to take it off our hands and knees. So we're not doing any more hands and knees exercise. And we're going to go into clams. So what this means is we're going to come to our side like this, and we're just going to start out on our side just like this, and just open and close. So just finding some comfortability in the movement and squeezing here in the side of your glute, allowing the motion to be drawn out of the glute and not just out of the side of your waist, or the side of your hips, I should say, but really contracting the glute. Good. And we're gonna come up onto our elbow. If you can keep the lower position if that's more comfortable for you. If not, come up onto your elbow and open here, just like this. So we're doing the clam motion with our hips up in the air. And that lower glute is gonna have to do a little bit more work. You're gonna feel the burn a little bit more. Maybe a couple more at your own pace, squeezing. And then you can take it down for a break if you need to. We're gonna go into leg curls on this side. So we're gonna come up into this position on our elbow. We're gonna extend our leg out and curl. So all we're doing here is bending our knee and squeezing the glute. So you should feel this in both glute muscles as I kick my laptop. A couple more, keeping your hips up towards the sky and breathing. Good. And come back down. We're gonna take it into the other side now, so we're gonna do that same combination on the other side. We are just opening and closing our legs here, making a little clam motion and practicing squeezing out of our glutes, contracting our glutes as we open up towards the side. And keeping our belly button drawn in towards our core here as well. This is still a full body active exercise. And then we are going to go ahead and make it a little more intense by coming up on our elbow and sending those hips into the air and opening our clam up like this, forcing that lower glute to really get a workout in too. Breathing. I know this can be a really challenging exercise, especially if you haven't done it before, if you haven't done it in a while. So just take your time. Let's do a couple more. And then we're going to go ahead and send that top leg out and just bend that top knee. So you are going to feel this in your glutes. I think we're at what, like 5 or 6, 7. Try to get up to 10 if you can. Keep your hips up towards the sky and come back down. So the rest of our workout is going to be glute bridges. We're just going to come down here and do just a regular glute bridge. So I want you to find the proper form here. So to go ahead and tuck your hips under so that your lower back is on the floor. Your feet can be a little further than hip distance apart, and lead the movement by driving your hips up towards the sky, leading with your tailbone. So I don't want to see you leading with this part. I want to see you leading with your glutes contracting up towards the sky, and just feel into the motion here so that you're protecting your lower back and you're not squeezing out of your lower back. You're squeezing out of your glutes and you're pushing out of your heels. And you also have your shoulder blades nice and firm into the mat. So those are your main points of contact. And you can keep your hands by your sides, that's totally fine. Just warming up with this movement. And once you start to feel the burn here, we are going to walk our feet in just a couple inches. You can set your hips down, walk your feet in just a little bit, so that they're lined up, and then we're going to come up onto our toes. So find that position on your toes, and we're going to do toe glute bridges. So the movement is the same. You are driving out of your glutes, just like this. 3, 4, 5. Take it at your own pace. Give me full range of motion here. Let's do 2 more. And then we're going to hold at the top like this. And give me little pulses. So we're going to do 10 pulses here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to come back down. Slowly roll your spine down. Put your feet out a little further away from you and spread them to the sides of your mat if you have a mat. We're doing a wide stance glute bridge here, so we're gonna keep the hips tucked under again, find that proper form, and shoot your hips up to the sky, just like this. So you're getting a little bit of your lateral glutes here, and squeezing, full range of motion. I think we're at what, like 6, 7, couple more. And then once you've got to 10, let's go ahead and hold at the top and do little pulses here at the top as well. So you should really feel the burn when you're at the top of this movement, when you're doing the pulses. Really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hips are up, squeeze. Good. And let's come back down slowly. We're going to bring our feet back in towards hip distance apart. We're going to start by planting one foot. So we'll plant our left foot on the floor, and you can have your other leg straight, crossed over, bent, whatever's most comfortable for you. We're going to take it right into single leg pulses here, or single leg full range, I should say. So really putting a lot more pressure on that leg that is on the floor, the foot that is on the floor. Squeeze. Keep your hips tucked under, breathing, just like this. And one more, and now pulse. So being 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Whew. Take a breath, and let's immediately switch our feet here. So we're gonna drive out of the opposite foot, and we're going to do the full range of motion, just like this. Smiling here, feeling how strong that glute is, how much stronger it feels than when we were first warming up. Allowing yourself to feel the burn. Send those hips all the way up to the sky. Let's do a couple more, and then we're going to go up to the top and do 10, 9, 8, pulse, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. So now, glute bridge, knee presses. We're going to take our glute bridge into that original stance we did, so a little bit further than hip distance apart is totally fine. And we are going to lift our hips up, pelvis tucked under. We're going to pulse our knees out, out, out. We're gonna do more than 10 here. We're gonna stay at the top, and I want you to squeeze those glute cheeks. Yeah, glute cheeks out. Squeeze. Breathing, smiling. So it's kind of like an isometric hold at the top, but then also you're getting those abductors. Just like this. So you're pressing out. If you had a band, you could use a band as well to make the exercise more intense. Just letting your knees push to the side. Push, push, push. Let's do a couple more. How long have we been at this? We've been at this for 23 minutes. Okay, and now just hold at the top. Just hold. Breathe here. I know that your glutes are probably on fire, but that's how you get a nice booty. So just hold with me here. Breathing in to your lungs all the way. Sending your hips up to the sky. Squeeze. Squeeze your muscles. This is a full body shape here. Squeeze, squeeze. Press your pelvis up. Breathe. One more. And then roll back down, vertebra by vertebra, delicately. Good. We're gonna go ahead and take it straight into our cool down. So we're gonna cross one ankle over the opposite knee and draw that knee towards our chest. And breathe here. And you should really, really feel the stretch in the hamstrings and glutes of this outer leg that's crossed over. My favorite, figure 4, you know it. Relaxing into it. There's no rush when it comes to stretching. The longer you can hold it, the better it's going to be for you. The more your muscle fibers are going to relax. But for the first 7 seconds of every stretch you hold, your muscles are actually like fighting the movement. They're firing off. They're saying, no, we don't want to resist. We don't want to do this. We're going to resist. We're supposed to be in a certain shape. And it takes a little bit of time for those muscles to actually say, oh, okay, we can release now. At a cellular level. Okay, let's go ahead and switch our legs here. Drawing the opposite knee in with the other ankle crossed over your knee. Taking it in towards your chest, stretching out that glute. Feeling the nice burn. This is going to help with recovery. It's going to help you feel so much better afterwards. Just know that you're so flexible too. Flexibility is so important. This music just got so intense. Breathe. Okay, good. So we're going to come out of that. Let's go ahead and come up. I'm going to take it over. And we're just going to stretch out the back side of our legs here. It's okay if your spine rounds a little bit. Just allowing the back side of your legs to kind of release. Seeing if on your exhale you can go a little bit further. Breathe in and then release down further. So that can be in your upper body, or you can even challenge yourself to walk your hands out. Good, we're going to come back up. And that is our exercise class for the day.